What is up, guys? It is Harley here, back on the One Touch channel for episode 8. I think it's episode 8. I feel like I say this every intro now, but we're back for episode 8, I think. And we are bringing you episode 2 of rating your drafts. Now, we did rating your fantasy Euro drafts on Matchday 1. And it's, I think, by quite far, the most viewed video on the channel. Now, let me just have a little look at how many views that video got. 4.5k. With 84 likes. Now, I'm not just doing this again for the views, obviously. I was going to do it anyway for Matchday 2, but I just want to say the support on that video is unreal, so I'm bringing you a second episode 2 of rating your fantasy teams for Euros 2020, and obviously it's Matchday 2 this time. But we're going to get straight into this. Now, the first team is by Uwase, one of the moderators. Pretty much this is his team on the screen here. Now, it's a solid team. It's very solid. I see he's gone for the common players, you know, the Spinazzola, the Mounier. I think Jordan Pickford's a very good choice. I'm thinking of including him in my team. I'm not too sure. And I want to see how France play tonight before I include players like Kylian Mbappe. I was thinking of including Paul Pogba, depending on how he plays, or bring in 2 defenders, or bring Lloris. I'm definitely going to go for the triple France, but he's gone for one French player. He's not going for the limitless chip, which I like to see. He's gone for Lukaku, captain. He's gone for Thomas Müller, which I think is a very good pick as well, very strong. We'll see how he plays tonight against France. Ferran Torres, again, solid pick for 8 million. Yuri Tielemans didn't get a goal or assist. No, did he get a goal or assist? I don't think he got a goal or assist in Matchday 1. Against Russia. Insigne and Berardi and Spinazzola, the triple Italy. Fully respect that, solid. And then triple Belgium as well. I respect that. Who did Belgium play? I think Belgium play Austria. Is it? Is it Austria? I'm pretty sure it's Austria. And he's gone for Mailer, Pickford. Schmeichel, Wijndal, Kiar and Nago on the bench. I'm assuming the Nago is just for a 4 million midfielder. I respect that team. It's a solid team for the first one. I would maybe swap out Melo and Kiar, but that might be me being reactionary just because of what happened with Ericsson, which may have been why Denmark lost that game. But I think including 2 Denmark players, I'm not too sure about how that's going to go, and I think to improve, you should bring in at least 1 more French player. They're playing against Hungary, so they're going to win that with ease. Mbappe, I would 100% keep Mbappe in. I'd maybe take Yuri Tielemans out for I don't know, you don't really have enough to bring in Pogba or anyone like that. Definitely do not bring in Kante, but in the back line you could bring in a Pavard, or you could bring in a Lloris in goal. But I'll give that a solid 7 out of 10 for the first team. No, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. That's a solid 8 out of 10 for the first team. The second team is by @FC Nico on Twitter. And this is his team on the screen. He hasn't showed the bench, but I would assume it's just 4 million players. But he's gone for Rui Patricio in goal. He had a good game against Hungary, didn't really have to do much. He let in a goal from the near post, but it was actually offside. I think he should be saving that, but I think that's just a one-off. He's gone for the triple Spain. He is Spanish himself, so I'm not surprised. He's gone for the double Spain back line, which is, I mean, it's quite risky. And the fact that he's gone for 2 centre-backs as well, which, you know, he hasn't gone for the full-backs to get those extra points. He's gone for Chiellini again. You should definitely bring in Spinazzola rather than Chiellini, or even someone like Florenzi over Chiellini. So that's already, it's off to a decent start. Luka Modric, I think that's a solid pick. I think he could get a goal or assist against Czech. Højbjerg's a CDM. Don't think he'll get a goal contribution. Rice is a CDM. Don't think he'll get goal contributions. Gareth Bale's a good pick. Harry Kane in there as well, good pick. Immobile's a good pick. Gerard Moreno, he didn't actually start that game for Spain, but you are a Spurs fan, so I respect the fact you've gone for triple Spain and triple Spurs. But I think it's an okay team. But the fact he's gone for 3 centre backs at the back, 2 CDMs, it's gonna be a 6 out of 10, I'm afraid. Now the next team is by ATV457 on Twitter. This is his team on the screen. He's gone for, let me look at the bench first. He's gone for a Kante. I don't really like the whole Kante thing. I mean, you never know. He could get a goal or assist in the match tonight against Germany, but I highly doubt it. Boylston, Varga and Diupin, I think they're all just there because they're all 4 million to just free up some cash to spend it all on the starting 11, which is a mistake that a lot of people make. Schmeichel against Belgium, cannot see them getting a clean sheet, I really can't. Luke Shaw, his spot wasn't nailed on. He didn't start against Croatia, so I'm not too sure about that pick. Spinazzola and Meunier, 100% should be in everyone's teams. Pau Torres against Poland, I respect it. No, that is a solid pick. All I was going to say is that you could bring a fullback in instead, like Jordi Alba. I think he's quite expensive considering Pau Torres only, I think he's 4.5 million. Kimmich is a CDM, not too sure about that one. Jadon Sancho's spot isn't nailed on in the England team. He didn't even get on the bench against Croatia. Yuri Tielemans is a decent pick, as is Lukaku as captain. Kane is a good pick, and Bruno Fernandes didn't get a goal or assist against Hungary, but had a big chance created and the most key passes in the game, and he was actually robbed of a couple of assists that people should have. I think there was that Ronaldo chance and there was that Jota chance as well that Bruno should have got 2 assists. They should have been 2 goals. I mean, yeah, they won 3-0, but they should have won by way more. So I'm going to give that team, I think it was better than the last one. I'm going to give this one a 7 out of 10. Now the next team is by Logicafuzzy. Sorry if I messed that up, but this is his team on the screen. We're already off to a pretty weird start with 2 injured players in the team with De Ligt and De Bruyne. Triple Belgium though, I respect. Triple France, I respect. Although he's got Kante in the team. Weghorst is a decent pick. Alaba captain. Alaba I think is an okay pick. Kellenberg is an okay pick. Same with Pau Torres. Kimpembe's not really one you'd expect, but Meunier should be in the team. Radetzky, not sure how he'll do against Russia. Kiar, I respect that fully. And then the Mbappe, Lukaku, Bruno. I'm going to give that team, it's not as bad as the 6 out of 10 one, but I'll give this one a 6.5 because I don't think it's as good as this one I gave a 7. But it's not as bad as the one I gave a 6, so I'll give this one a 6.5 out of 10. The next one is by Mohammed, another one of my mods in the chat. Make sure you're there for premieres. They're usually at 10 PM every single day. But he's got Courtois in goal, who plays against Denmark. Respect that. He's gone for 3 centre-backs, which I'm not too sure about that. I'm not going to lie, I'm not too sure about 3 centre-backs. He's gone for 5 centre-backs, actually, if you count the 2 on the bench. Chiellini, I respect that. John Stones, I respect that. Akanji against Italy, not too sure about that choice. Yarmolenko, he's in my team. He's going to be a Stonewaller nailed on in my team, I think. Kante, Rice and Phillips, 3 CDMs. It's not that great. Wijnaldum, Depay and Griezmann, I respect. Donnarumma on the bench as well, and Bolo on the bench. I'm going to give this one a 6 out of 10 as well, based on the fact that there's 5 centre-backs, 3 CDMs. But I do respect he's got some differentials in there, but this team isn't for me, so I'll give it a 6 out of 10. The next team is by Ron on Twitter. This is his team on the screen, so he's gone for Courtois in goal. Again, I respect it. Zinchenko, he's in my team. Respect that. And injured De Ligt, which I think they're expecting him to be back. Ruben Dias, Jordi Alba. Ruben Dias against Germany, not too sure if he's going to get a clean sheet. Jordi Alba against Poland, I respect it. Pedri against Poland, it's a decent choice. Marcus Llorente against Poland, I would assume this guy is Spanish, based on those. Yuri Tielemans captain, respect it. De Jong, I respect it. Griezmann and Lukaku, I respect it. Donnarumma, good choice. Ben White, not too sure if he's going to start against Scotland. In fact, I don't think he will. Yilmaz, I think that's a decent choice as well. And Svanberg, I think that is. Don't really know who that is, but he might be. Is he 4 mil? I don't know. It's a decent team. I think there are like some Stonewall players who you should have in that team. I think Meunier, Spinazzola should be in that team. The fact you've gone for no Italian players kind of worries me. And the fact that you've gone for 1 French player. I think I've gone for triple Italy and triple France in my team. I think those should be the standards. You should have at least 2 Italian and 2 French in your team. I'm going to give this one as well. No, I'm going to give this one a 7 out of 10 because it's more players who you would expect to get goals and assists. So I'm going to give this one a 7 out of 10 as well. Next team by Eric Laburo on Twitter. Now this is more like it. This is more like a team I expect to see. Has he gone for Limitless? This looks like a I'm not sure. Yeah, I think this is a limitless team. He's gone for Donnarumma in goal. That's who I've got in as one of my keepers. Radetzky, fully respect that choice after his 15-pointer against Denmark. His 5 defenders are Lucas Hernandez, 100% respect that. Spinazzola and Meunier, which are the 2 ones who you should have. Zinchenko and Dumfries are 2 solid ones as well. I think this is very similar to my team. And then his 5 midfielders, Carrasco, who's a solid pick, Insigne, who should be a stonewall and nailed on in everyone's team, Yazitsky, I think it's a differential but good, Modric and Yarmolenko are both differentials but good, and then the insane front 3 of Mbappe, Kane and Lukaku. It's just an insane front 3, it really is. I think he's gone for limitless, but this is the best team so far, very similar to my team. He's got all the players who you should have. I think the way to improve this, I would say get a 3rd French player. Maybe Pavard for Dumfries or Pavard for Zinchenko. And that's a spot on team. I'm going to give that one a 9 out of 10. The next team on the list is by Pogba United or P06BA United. This is his team. He's gone for Radetzky and Schmeichel as the 2 goalkeepers. Respect that. I'm not too sure about Schmeichel against Belgium because Belgium are a solid side. He's gone for the Jordi Alba, Rafael Guerreiro, who just got a goal. I'm not sure if he put him in after that, but that's a solid pick. He got a clean sheet and a goal. Maybe got an assist, but I'm pretty sure he just got a clean sheet and a goal against Hungary. Meunier's one of those stonewallers. Gundogan against Portugal. We'll see how he does against France tonight. Dani Olmo, he missed a solid chance in the Spain-Sweden game, but I think he's a decent differential. Souček's a good differential. Schick and Weghorst are 2 good differentials. Insigne, he's a nailed-on player you should have. Lukaku, captain, player that you should have. Fabian Schär, I think that's a decent one, but he played against Italy, so I'm not too sure. Nago and Kiar to free up some space. Kiar's a decent player as well, but against Belgium, I'm not too sure. I'm going to give this one a 7.5 out of 10 for this team. It's not as good as the 8 out of 10, but it's not as bad as the 7. You know, he's got those players that you'd expect to get goals and assists, and he's got some of those stonewallers. You know, he's got those Lukaku, Insigne, Meunier, 3 players who you should definitely have in your team. And yeah, I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. Now the next team is by Kyle ST13. This is his team on the screen. Straight off the bat I can see Denea, who didn't start for Belgium, but he might start next game. He didn't even come off the bench. He was one of those nailed on players who everyone expected to start, but actually didn't end up getting any minutes played for Belgium at all, which is quite weird. Donnarumma, Spinazzola and Berardi are 3 solid choices who you should definitely have in your team. Ruben Dias, respect that, he just got the clean sheet. Bruno Fernandes, again, had a brilliant game against Hungary and is a good choice for Matchday 2 against Germany. Paul Pogba, we'll see how he plays tonight against Germany. Mason Mount was unlucky probably to not get an assist in the Croatia game. I think I'm probably going to put Mount in my team. And then the front 3 of Lukaku, captain, Depay and Gerard Moreno. Gerard Moreno he hasn't got a nailed on spot over Morata, but they might switch that around now. He's gone for 1 French player, 2 Portuguese. Not too sure about how I think about that. 3 Italian players. He's gone for the double Belgium as well. It's a good team. I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10 again. Now the last team on the list is by Shakanism. This is his team on the screen. Donnarumma in goal. You know, it seems like most people have Donnarumma. He is one of those. I think he's nailed on. I think he should be in everyone's team. Rui Silva. I think he is the... well, no, he's not. Rui Patricio actually starts for Portugal, but... You know, you never know. Rui Silva could start the next game. Ruben Dias, Chiellini and Pau Torres. It's 3 centre-backs you need to have, including Kiar and Kabak. It's 5 centre-backs. You need to have full-backs in there. Centre-backs are good for the clean sheet, but so are full-backs. And full-backs are more likely to get goals and assists. So you definitely, I'd say, put Spinazzola in for Chiellini. Guerreiro in for Dias. I don't know who the Turkey full-backs are. Mailer for Kiar. And that would improve the team a little bit. Kalajic, I think, is a solid choice, but he is against Netherlands. Depay, Lukaku, 2 solid choices, as are Alaba and Bruno. Kimmich and Pogba, captain. It's a good team. I'd probably give it a 6 out of 10. No, I wouldn't. I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10. But if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And make sure to send me your teams on Twitter. My Twitter is Halsey, HARLZYY. Send me your teams for Matchday 3 and I'll review them next week or in about 4 or 5 days time for Matchday 3. Make sure to send me them if you want to appear in the video for me to rate your team. But that is it for the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.